I would like to call Miguel Figueroa. He is the president of the Canadian Peace Congress.
Well, thank you, comrades and friends, brothers and sisters. On behalf of the Canadian Peace Congress and its chapters across the country, I'm very pleased to bring militant solidarity greetings to this rally. And we say, in a united and a firm and determined fashion, hands off Venezuela, no to U.S. intervention. Venezuela, we are all Venezuela. And we also say, with respect to Cuba and the 50-plus years of economic strangulation and blockade that has been imposed on this island, the first free territory of the Americas, end the blockade now. Get out of Guantanamo.
End the blockade now.
Comrades and friends, you'll notice that I'm wearing a hat and a banner from Syria. I just returned late last night, from a conference in Damascus, an international labor solidarity forum called by the General Federation of Trade Unions of Syria. There were over 40 national delegations of workers and their organizations from all over the world, who spoke out with one voice: hands off Syria, end this covert war, this proxy war has been imposed on the Syrian people for the past almost 6.5 years. I do so because not only do I think it's important that we hear that message, but that those cameras across the street know that when we speak out in solidarity with Venezuela and with Cuba, we speak out in solidarity with all those oppressed, threatened, and terrorized, in fact, by the empire, by U.S. imperialism and its allies. It's important that we connect all of the dots, brothers and sisters. And it's not just a coincidence that not only Venezuela and Cuba and Syria have been under attack, but also the people of Yemen in a dirty war that's being imposed upon them by Saudi Arabia and its allies. Saudi jets that are bombing daily in Yemen. Saudi jets provided by U.S. imperialism and, guess what, flown by U.S. pilots that have killed thousands upon thousands of innocent Yemeni. And that we stand in solidarity also with the people of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, who are also being threatened on a daily basis with overflights of B-2 bombers and an array of military force, aircraft carrier groups and so on. Why? Because they have the temerity as well to say, we will not tolerate intimidation, we will not allow U.S. imperialism to make aggression against North Korea, against the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, and if necessary, we're prepared to do so with a nuclear deterrent. But they have been also very clear. What do the people of North Korea want? They want a peace treaty. They want the United States government to officially state they will not make aggression on the Korean Peninsula, and that the U.S. troops need to get out of Korea, all of Korea, and let the Korean people solve their own problems. All of these issues are not separate and apart. And around the question of Venezuela, a lot of people get that and so on, and can see what's really taking place there. And certainly with the case of Cuba and Syria and North Korea and Yemen. But it's not good enough just to understand that these are happening simultaneously. They are part and parcel of a global strategy and a global assault by the empire, by U.S. imperialism and its closest allies, including the Canadian government, to attack any peoples, regardless of their social system, regardless of the specific choices that they make, who have the nerve, the temerity, if you will, to say, we are independent, we will choose our own path of development, we will choose our own type of social system, and no country, no matter how big, no matter how powerful, has the right to impose their will on our peoples. So what does that mean for us? It means that all of these threads of resistance, all of these challenges to the peoples of the world need to be drawn together into a united anti-imperialist front of struggle against the empire. This is a good start, and actions that are taking place in Caracas today and across Canada and internationally today in solidarity with Venezuela, actions that are taking place in Washington and a number of other centers around the world in solidarity with Cuba. All of these threads of resistance need to come together. We need to unite, we need to fight, we need to say no pasará to imperialism, to fascism, and to war. Thank you very much.